right, Pops. It's Happy Thanksgiving Day. Happy Thanksgiving, Pops.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Um, I guess we got the Packers. We got the Lions. First game, Dad. It was the 1 p.m. game. Amon St. Brown goes down early on. I guess we're gonna see. How much do you think that affected the game? But also, your first thoughts on just Thanksgiving Day in general and 3 games, and then the Packers getting the dub on the first one. Pops, how do you feel about it?
I think it's more lopsided than what the score shows. But Wood had a good games. Jameson Williams after St. Brown went down, but it backed on the game itself.
Um, so we did just drop the video on the Lions. I thought they were rolling. They look good, but I mean the Packers look good too. So 8-3-1 Packers, 7-5 Lions. I mean, I still for some reason I still have the Lions getting it done in the playoffs if they were to play the Packers. But dang, the Packers getting the dub on Thanksgiving prime time day. That's big.
And their offense followed it up. They played complimentary football.
I mean, there was almost 3 defensive players. You had, I believe, Hutchinson, Alonzo, and Jack Campbell, all from the Lions that all almost had 10 tackles today because of how successful the Packers were with being able to keep their drives going. I mean, that's a lot of tackles to have on that defense. So that means that there's a lot of plays being generated for the Packers. So that it's very key, I think, Pops, to be able to have good sustaining drives or long sustaining drives that, wear out the defense a little bit and, keep it away from their superstars to where the game's kind of a little boring. Um, let's see here, Pops. Let's run through a couple of numbers. We got Josh Jacobs had 17 carries for 83 yards. Wilson only had 4 carries for 14 yards today. I know we've seen a heavier dose of Wilson in the last couple of weeks, especially last week without no Josh Jacobs. We got to see Josh Jacobs back in full effect. It was nice, probably if you're a Packers fan, to get Jacobs back and then not get Jacobs on like a super low count to where it's 50-50 with the running backs and whatnot. No disrespect to Wilson, but on a primetime game like this, you would definitely want the guy that you paid a lot of money to from the Raiders and Josh Jacobs. So I think 17 carries for 83 yards, that was pretty solid. Was the best running back of the day compared to Gibbs and Montgomery when you just consider rushing in general.
And he did look good.
Let's get to some of the receiving. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I haven't thought he got hurt there for a minute.
Let's get to some of the receiving stats. Sorry, quick Pops. Jameson Williams, 7 catches for 144 yards with a tug. I know last week he had no yards. Lions. I can't even complain because if he's not getting it, somebody else is going to get it on the offense. I do love Campbell's offense. I think everybody gets to shine at some point in time in the season, if not multiple times. Tom Kennedy, though, Pops, 4 catches for 36. No clue. But filled in for Sam Laporta. I think he played his role today. What do you think, Pops? And then quick stats, 3 for 18 and 2 for 16 from both running backs, Gibbs and Montgomery on the Lions side.
Yeah, Kennedy didn't look bad at all. And actually, I thought Montgomery was going to break a couple, but like I said, just that they get to that second tier. But it was close.
Excuse me, sorry.
The like Green Bay defense was really good today.
Yeah, we're about to get to that right now. And before we do, shout out to Wicks for getting 6 catches on 7 targets for 94 yards, being the number 1 receiver for the Packers today. Sometimes people don't expect it, and then you got to pop out and show them good shit. Shout out to Dobbs. He had 4 catches on 4 targets for 20 yards in a tug. Christian Watson had 4 catches for 80 yards, Pops, in a tug. Last thing I want to talk about for the offense, Pops, is just a quarterback comparison. 18 for 30, or 18 out of 30, 234 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, Pops, for Jordan Love.
Yeah, he looked real good.
Can't beat it. I mean, you can beat it, but I'm not gonna complain. If I'm complaining, I'm wishing for the wrong things, Pops.
I don't know what his quarterback rating was, but it was pretty high.
I don't know. I don't never really look at QBR, to be honest with you. Like they gave Shador, I think, like a 14 QBR on his first start against the Raiders. They gave him a 14. Crazy. Um, 20 out of 26, 256 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions for Jared Goff. Um, just not enough. I mean, I think the biggest difference, Pops, is now we can finally talk about it, is 3 sacks for 23 yards total, 2.5 sacks going to Micah Parsons. I think that's the biggest story of the day, is the fact that, go ahead.
Lack of third down conversion. Like I said, when you get sacked on third down, put you out. You ain't converting. Go to the sidelines.
Isaiah McDuffie had 7 solos, Pops. He had 5 assists on the night. 2 tackle for loss. Evan Williams had 3 solos, 6 assists. So he was joined in on a whole bunch of tackles. And then Michael Parsons, of course, had 4 solos, 4 assists, 2.5 sacks with 3 tackles for loss, Pops. I do believe so. The player of the game when it comes to
It
that
was all
defensive side.
Yeah, McDuffie looked good too. He was all over the field. He was all over sideline. I was impressed with his play, to be honest. Yeah. And that's with Walker's out. That was always, I was wondering how they were going to play with Walker out. Because he's their leading tackler.
Can you see? Oh, and I do apologize. It wasn't Hutchinson with 10 tackles. It was Brian Branch. My apologies. My apologies. But Hutchinson did have 3 solos and 3 assists. For the Lions. But do you think that Isaiah McDuffie, Pops? Because we've seen him, we've heard his name, we've seen him on film. Do you think he can finally wiggle in just a little bit into that? I don't want to say like star, but just starter, but like taking it to that next level, like in that linebacker role for the Packers, or do you think he's kind of just gonna keep being just like an in between linebacker that kind of just has decent games here, shows good stuff here, and then other than that, he kind of just looks real solid. You know what I mean?
So I say why he's there because Walker's a player.
Yeah.
Unless he goes somewhere, like I said, and Cooper took over the spot, so he just there because he filled in for Walker. He plays outside all week, so as it is what it is.
Okay. I'm not mad at that, and I think McDuffie's had plenty of opportunities too. And you're 1,000% right. Number 56, they are rocking with Edgerrin Cooper. And he pops off film. He also had 2 solos and 6 assists. He's there. He's around the ball. That's what they love about him on the Packers is he's got a nice motor, and he's not afraid to make a play or try to make a play every opportunity that he can. But the Packers defense, Pops, looks like they're in playoff mode, and they look playoff ready. They look like they're ready to get money and make something shake. What you think, Pops?
I think they're ready too. They're ready. I agree.
Well, shoot.
I think
It's 4:50. I think we're missing the Kansas City game.
Oh,
All right, well, we gotta go watch that. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Oh yeah, and don't forget to turn on the bell. Love y'all. Bye.
peace.
Oh yeah, happy Thanksgiving. Love you, Unc.
Bye.
Subscribe to the Juiice and Pops Show.